Listen, man. Alright, so today I'm gonna be showing off my new curve build. I just finished this up like a week ago, maybe. It's really good. This is gonna be my first showcase video. So if you like it, make sure to like and subscribe so I know to upload these more often. This build can do some pretty like crazy combos and shit. I'll put a clip up on screen right now. First and foremost, please excuse my voice, I'm a little sick right now. With that out of the way, let's get into the build. So, this is a 1-star damage curve blade of winds, doing 33.3 damage without any multipliers, so when I begin to factor in like Wyvern's Claw and Speed Demon and shit, it'll do more damage. Curved is really good because it does more damage than like your Forgotten Gladius, right? But it swings faster too, so this is infinitely better. It scales more off of medium than Gale Breath, so you want to put points into medium instead of Gale Breath if you want to like get your damage up. For armor, I chose the Nevaeh War Chief. This has the same like physical and elemental resistances as like your Black Diver or like Legion or Justicar armor. It has more than Prophet's Cloak too, so it's pretty good. I chose to go with this armor because it has 100% ether regen compared to Black Diver, which has like 300. I prefer lower ether regen because if you spam a lot of mantras, right? Hold on. Like when you get down to no ether, your ether's gonna regen right away and you'll instantly be out of reservoir. But if you have no ether regen, it won't regen as fast, and you can regen from stuff like, you know, your windmill ring, your light ether ring, your engage, shit like that. And it's just like, you don't have to constantly open your inventory, eat Number Obsidian, because that's kind of annoying. I forgot to mention, for my bell, I've run it back, but it's not really that important, because I'm going to reroll it next time they reset the cooldown, so don't worry about that for now. For my armor, I have an HP set, comes up to around 131, 32 health, 30 health, 32, 5 HP Ring of Wisp, 5 Gale Wisp right here. Then I have your Windmill and Light Eater ring, like I just said before, for regenerating ether. I have a Moon ring for 6 health, 16 HP Desert Scarf with fire armor. And then for my armor pieces that you can't get HP on, I just decided to go with extra ether. This can definitely be improved, it's only 4 ether, I'll probably get like 16 on that, but you get the point. Moving on to my stats, we have 100 in medium for max weapon scaling, 92 in Gale Breath for more weapon scaling, that's the most I can afford, 30 strength for Gale Coil, and you can also get Stronghold, which is a medium weapon talent, I'll show right here. When above half health and two-handing, posture damage taken is reduced. This makes it so you can block like medium crits, shatter crit, you can block strong left, it's really good. I recommend going for it on every medium build unless you absolutely cannot go for it. 40 fortitude for Exo, that's about it. 30 agility for, I went 25, and I just put the extra 5 in for Endurance Runner. Then you got like your Speed Demon, your Dodge Talents, shit like that. 35 willpower for Neuro. I have like 3-4 mantras modified here. I have like Astral Wind modified. I have Shoulder Bash modified. I have Wind Carve, Air Force as well. Gale Wisp, and then you can modify Wind Gun too if you want, but I didn't want to. And speaking of which, I'll talk about my mantras, so don't worry about the mantra names, it's a fucking inside joke. But first up, we got Shoulder Bash. It brings you a really long way because I modified it, it'll go on like forever. You want to put 3 Eternal Long Stuns on it. I tested with 3 Eternal and 3 Aeon, they don't stack, it'll just take more ether. So I just only do 3 Eternal. You can put a blue gem on it, I put a blue gem on it. You can also put like a Bloodless or a Bless, it has a really long cooldown, so Bless might work. Astral Wind, I put 2 Rush Shards and a Bloodless gem on it. It takes like half my ether, but it's not worth putting a blue gem because it gives you a lot of health. So yeah, 2 Rush Shards. I'm pretty sure 3 Rush Shards does nothing besides take more ether. Next up is Wind Gun. I have a Wayward gem so I can like snipe people. The reason why I didn't go for the like the multi-hit one is because when you shoot it, it won't go in the direction like you're facing. So if I'm aiming right here, right, the normal Wind Gun will go straight, but the Blast Spark variant will just go in like all directions and it won't be completely accurate. So it's just easier to snipe people and catch up to them if they're running away. And I don't think it affects the damage at all either. Next up is Rising Wind. This is the best wind mantra in the game. I'm telling you right now, it's better than Astral Wind, better than Gale Lunge. It's really easy for combos. Yeah, like sometimes it'll go through block, it'll go through dodge. It's just really buggy and it's really easy to land. So I would definitely recommend using this on every Gale build, no matter what weapon you are. It's probably like one of the best mantras in the game right now. And you want to put a Bloodless gem on this, by the way, it's really good. The only other gem that would work is like a Blessed gem. I wouldn't see a reason for putting like a Wayward or a Blue. That wouldn't do anything at all. It used to be like crazy with the Wind gem. There's this glitch where you could go like super speed with it, but they patched it. But yeah, Bloodless gem. And it'll heal off multiple people too, by the way. Like you can pull them up, you can pull like 3 people up at once and heal off all of them and get like 2 bars back, so it's really good. It comes out like instantly, it does a lot of damage, unless Return of Dark Ages does like no damage. It's really easy to throw out. Right after you land M1, you want to use it. It's called Perfect Casting. I'm pretty sure it's true if you perfect cast it. One of the only mantras that's true if you perfect cast it. But basically just bring them up and slam them down. You need that talent for it. If you don't get this talent, then I would suggest not even using the mantra. It's called, where is it? It's called Reverse Gale Kick. So when you bring them up in the air, you press F, it'll slam them down to the ground. And then it also dazes them, which means they can't roll. And I can set up for like some true combos if you have strong left. I don't have strong left, I didn't want to pick it because I only have 30 strength, but you get my point. You can also use a crit, and they can't roll if you already baited their parry. Next up is Wind Carve. It's decently big. I didn't go for the massive one because I didn't want to like rate my ether bar. But the modifiers, I put just 3 Stratus Stones. These will stack with Cloud Stone, so you can put 3 Stratus, 3 Cloud, it'll be even bigger, but it'll just take a lot of ether, and I'm pretty sure Cloud Stone is like reduced the damage on the monster, but not Stratus Stone, so I'm not sure. So if you want to go for that, go for it, but I'd rather just do more damage. Next up is Gale Lunge. This is Gale Lunge, I put a Blows Gem on it. I didn't put a Wayward Gem on it, because Wayward Gems, like, they ruin combos. For some reason, if you land a Wayward Gem, and then you land an M1, the M1 just won't work, and it'll fuck up your combo. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend putting Wayward Gem on it. You can also put like a Blessed Gem on it maybe, or an Insignia Gem, that's about it though. Not a Blue Gem because it doesn't take that much ether. Next up I put Gale Wisp. You really want to take Gale Wisp because it makes Haunted Gale proc more often. I think it takes like 2 less hits to proc. If you don't know what Haunted Gale... If you don't know what Haunted Gale is, it means every 5 hits landed by a perfectly casted Gale Breath mantra, they'll take like extra damage. Also, I put 3 long stones on it so it'll stay out for longer. If you don't know how to perfect cast, basically you cast your mantra, so you press like whatever key. So for example, take Astral Wind, you press 3, and you press M1, so 3, M1, and then it'll proc onto the Gale. I'll put a clip up on screen. But the Gale Wisp makes it take only like 3 or 4 hits to proc onto Gale instead of 5. And Astral Wind, right? Astral Wind is 5 hits. Like 5 different slashes, so it'll proc onto Gale once. Also, I put 3 long stones on it and a blue gem, so it'll stay out for longer. Also take less ether. Alright, then we got Air Force. I put a Reversal Spark, so when you land it, it'll pull them back towards you. I put 3 Perfect Lands to increase the range and 3 Stratus Stone to make it bigger. These modifiers don't stack with their like lesser variant, which are Crystal Lens and Cloud Stone. Just take more ether from me, so don't put those on. If you want, you can put a Wayward, but it takes a bit of ether. Without a blue gem, this would take about half my ether bar. So I just put a blue gem on it. You don't really need the Wayward if you have the Reversal Spark. Last but not least, I have Heavenly Winds. I don't really use this for combos. There's like this tech you can do with it. I'll show you right now. So when you're climbing a wall, you can double jump, and then you can inhale Heavenly Wind and cast it again. You get like a triple jump and even like a quadruple jump going. It's really good for just like getting away, getting out of places, even chasing people if they have like strong whip or something. I'm trying to land it right now. Hold on. Yeah, you can just like climb up really long walls. And if you have like the climbing talents, like Kick Off and Boulder Climb, you can just climb even higher. So yeah, it's a pretty good like combo mantra, but I just have better combo mantras like Gave Rising Wind and Gale Lunge. I just don't use it like that. I put a blue gem on it since I'm going to be inhaling it to like go up walls and stuff. It'll just take a lot of ether if I don't have a blue gem. Yeah, it takes 2 bars without a blue gem, so if you want to be inhaling it, then put a blue gem on it. So there's this other tech I forgot to talk about with double jump talent. It's called One Step. You can double jump while you're in like a mantra, right? So you use Gale Lunge, you can double jump. Same thing with like Shoulder Bash. If you want to cross a big surface, this will be useful. I'll show you right now, there's one over here. So basically, if you want to slide jump across, get your little Gale Momentum jump, and then you want to double jump while you use like your mantra, jump and use Gale Lunge. I'll show you right now. You want to slide jump and cast Gale Lunge and jump, it'll stop you from falling down. And if you fell early, you can do a little Heavenly Wind tech, which is just like inhale it. No other element can do this mobility. Gale's definitely the best like mobility in the game. I always refer to Wind as just like the better Thunder Call, because that's kind of what it is. It does more damage and it has more HP, so there's nothing to really not want, and it has better mantras too. Except for like Grand Javelin, that's a pretty good mantra. Also, if you want to aim Air Force easier, you have to get out of Shift Lock, and then put your mouse where you want to aim it. So if I want to aim over here, I put my mouse here, and I'll go right there. But back to the point. Alright, so I'm going to scroll through all my talents, and I'm going to go back and like check out the key talents that you want to look for. So feel free to pause the video if you want to like look through everything I have, but I'm going to go back later. Alright, first and foremost, we got Wyvern's Claw, which is extra damage on Rising Wind and Aerial Stabs. I would recommend picking it up if it shows up in your hand. It's just free health and extra damage. Aerogliding, this is pretty good, but they nerfed it. You can't aeroglide infinitely now. After like 5-10 seconds, it'll stop you. Gale Coil, this is really good. Your Suffocates last twice as long. Suffocating Impact, here, let me go to my element tree real quick. There's this weird like chain of prerequisite cards that you need to get like Gale Coil. So if you want to get Gale Coil, first you have to pick up Drifting Winds, and then you have to pick up Suffocating Impact. And then you'll be able to get Gale Coil and Stifle Jump, wherever it is. Right here. Condition Runner. This build has 4 legendaries: Condition Runner, Exoskeleton, Neuroplasticity, and Run Without Song. Endurance Runner is good. Then you got your Dodge Talents, Evasive Expert, Fast Blade, Risky Moves. Harsh Response is really good for extra posture. I take it on all my builds. Concussion and Bulldozer. Spine Cutter as well for extra damage. These 2 Element Talents will now give you like 15 health. They used to give no health at all, but it's just extra HP for like non-attunementless players, which is really good. Aftercut for extra M1 damage. Breathing Impact. So if you want like Inhale and stuff like that, you need to take Breathing Impact. Inhale and Tailwind. This gives you a successful speed boost. You can't stack them anymore, but it's still pretty good because it'll proc like Speed Demon and stuff like that. Marrow for I have like 5 modified monsters, so I'd recommend taking it on Gale builds. Excuseville, I got this from the. You need this on all your builds. I got it from the guy at the food shop. Then you have like your Gale Dash talents, like 3 right here. Chip damage. Wind Step. This is a double jump talent. If you want to get the double jump talent, you need to get the slide jump talent, which is called Gale Leap. Can't get double jump without the slide jump one. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. But they're both good, so I'm not really complaining. Yeah, then you got like Pressure Claws and Scales, Warrior's Spray, Health Pack for more HP, Bulldozer. You got like your Roll Without Song. Silencer's Blade is really good. You can literally just, if you keep M1ing them, they'll always be suffocated. It's just super broken. Silencer's Edge, which you need for Roll Without Song. You can stack speed boost with it, so if you keep M1ing them when they're suffocated, just be really fast and shit. Iron Spirit, you can just protect your skills. Then you got Bear Trap. Also, there's this tech with Bear Trap, where if you land your crit, and then you land Astral Winds, they won't get flung up in the air, they'll get anchored to the ground because of like the bear trap, stops you from jumping. You got like your Blade Dancer, Speed Demon for extra damage like permanently, and then you got your Engage and Aerial Stab. Everybody needs that. If you want Haunted Gale to actually work, you need a perfect cast. Here's my drip if anyone wants to copy it. I got the Sage Pathfinder, really basic but it matches. And you got like the green Vesperian to match it too. Alright, that's about it for like the showcase part of the video. I'll probably just put some chime clips up on the screen if you want to watch how I fight with this build. But yeah, that's about it. Make sure to like and subscribe.